Yeah, hi there everybody at YouTube, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of the lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And what am I doing? I'm in my office right now. That's what I'm doing. So if anyone who's watching this, if you're one of my students, if you need any writing practice test score, just email me, let me know. You can do the same with speaking, and I will check those and probably listen to some of those even during this video right now. But first things first. This is first. I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat first and then grade second. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'll get to some grading in just a minute. TOEFL teachers have to eat just like everybody else, am I right? I'll be doing speaking and writing, grading, probably for the next hour. So let me see if I have any speaking practice tests I need to. Looks like I have at least probably 4 or 5. I just got through teaching my TOEFL class here at California State University, San Bernardino, and we did some integrated writing practice. And what I was having my students do, they read the passage, they jot down the main points, and then also they listen to the lecture and they also jot down those ideas, and then we talk about how the information is connected. Okay, I'm getting ready to to listen to your practice test. And actually this one, now before you do, first of all, you need to have an introduction, right? I think that's important. Now let's take a look. Let me look at the actual speaking practice test here. Okay, let me go ahead and start this. Okay, so I'm going to give you an idea here on something that you can do. See if this makes sense. Okay, now okay, this is what you wrote, right? and this is what you're speaking. Now, I like how you're doing some practice writing out your responses. You practice them, then you post them for me, right? So before you say, first of all, you need an introduction. So you might say, you say something like this. So it's strange to start your response with first of all, right? You probably don't want to do that. You want to start off with a more general statement. Now maybe that's what you're doing. I don't know. Let me see what you did here.
Personally, children should get phones for multiple purposes like emergency activities and academic help. Because using the phone for calculation and searching the web may not be used a lot but can help when you need it. First of all, people have these busy lives and being able to connect to one another at all times is very convenient. The benefit of having a cell phone is that life makes easier for both them.
You see, what you said in the beginning, it didn't quite match what you did in the response. This is where you're running into trouble. So this is what I would say right here. I would say something like this. So you say, since it is convenient and gives parents peace of mind, children should be given cell phones. Then you get to your first idea. So the benefit of having a cell phone is that it makes life a lot easier for both parents and children. Secondly, see, you have this general statement. So first of all, children should have cell phones due to their convenience. And then you say something, for example, and then you might say something like this. In addition, parents might be, I'm going to say might be late picking. I'm going to use a gerund here. Picking their kids up So picking up their kids from school. We have or taking them to their after school classes. I would just say if parents Okay, so I think we have this idea. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to show you how you got to keep things really focused, and that helps you with your topic development for this kind of practice test. Give me a quick second here, hold on. Let me grab something to eat here for a minute. We'll finish up. I'm gonna finish kind of rephrasing what you're saying to show you how you can create a coherent organization. Yeah, notice here when I was talking about this first idea, I want you to pay attention to these words here. I didn't do this by mistake. I use these words because it helps to connect the first part of the response back to this idea. You see what we're saying? Excuse me. Two sneezes. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to work on this a little bit more.
May I come in?
Yeah, come on in. So we have here, parents will also have peace of mind if they use cell phones. We have this as an idea. And then you have to give an example to illustrate this point. So what do we have? Second of all, parents will also have peace of mind if they use cell phones. Then you give an example here. So when their child maybe is invited for afternoon tea at a friend's place, the child can give the parent a quick call. Here, let me help you with that. Let me get this here. Hold on. Let me grab some of this here.
Okay. Here you go.
I'm on live stream YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I'm just cleaning my office, YouTubers. Making it look better. You don't know what's going on in our offices. I have a lot of students I teach online too, and yeah, that's good. Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's get back to your writing here. Actually, you're speaking, right? Okay, so okay, let's keep going here. Let's keep working with this. So you have, second of all, parents will also have peace of mind if they use cell phones. For instance, when their child is invited for afternoon tea at a friend's place, you can say, the child can give parents a quick call. You might say, to let them know that he or she is safe. As a result, kids should have cell phones and when you say as a result here, I would say both things. Kids should have cell phones because they're convenient and bring peace of mind. That's it. I think we have it. Now the question is, how long does this take? Is it too long or is it okay? Let me see. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Since it is convenient and gives parents peace of mind, children should be given cell phones. First of all, children should have cell phones due to their convenience. For example, children will be able to easily contact their parents during the day at school if there's an emergency. In addition, if parents are late picking up their kids, they can conveniently use their cell phones to contact their children. Second of all, parents will also have peace of mind if they use cell phones. For instance, when the child is invited for afternoon tea at a friend's house, the child can give parents a quick call to let them know that he or she is safe. As a result, kids should have cell phones because they are convenient and bring peace of mind. Okay, that's about 45 seconds. So there's nothing unreasonable here. Let me make sure I have all the grammar correct. So what I'm doing is, this is probably what I consider a pretty organized type of what we call it, that independent speaking task, right? So you separate it out from the introduction. You have your topic statement here. Don't make the introduction very long, but just introduce what your points are. The idea here is convenient and peace of mind. These are the two things that you want to focus on. So you focus on them in the body of your response, kind of like this. And then you have your conclusion down here. You see what we're saying? So that would be a way to organize this type of response. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and listen to your response now. All right, hi there. These comments are for Shrikant, and let's listen to your speaking practice test.
Children should get phones for multiple purposes like emergency activities and academic help. Because using a phone for calculations and searching the web may not be used a lot but can help when you need it. First of all, people have these busy lives and being able to connect to one another at all times is very convenient. The benefit of having a cell phone is that life makes easier for both parents and children. Secondly, the parents might be late to pick up the kid from the school or to take them from the offline classes. Also, the child could be invited for offline teas at a friend's place and can give a parent a quick call. As a result, kids should have a cell phone to have peace of mind.
Okay, so on this one, we now want to take a look at kind of what your score is, right? Let's just see how you did on this thing. So let me go over to the rubrics. Okay, let's take a look here. Where is it? No, that's the wrong one, but I may need that one in a minute. Let's go to independent. Okay, so on this one, yeah, I think on this one a couple of things. So I went through your response. I showed you how to organize it a little bit better. So that is a topic development issue I pointed out. You sometimes have some language use issues. And delivery, you're still having some problems with your pausing, pacing, and also even your intonation. So it is hard sometimes to understand what you're saying. So if we go back to this response, I want you to pay attention to the pauses that I use, right? Let's go one sentence at a time. So I say, since it is convenient and gives parents peace of mind, children should be given cell phones. First of all, children should have cell phones due to their convenience. For example, children will be able to easily contact their parents during the day at school if there's an emergency. In addition, if parents are late picking their kids, they can conveniently use their phones to contact their children. I should say that. Then we have, second of all, parents will also have peace of mind if they use cell phones. For instance, when the child is invited for afternoon tea at a friend's place, the child can give parents a quick call to let them know that he or she is safe. As a result, kids should have cell phones because they are convenient and bring peace of mind. Right? So you have to get used to the pausing thing. Sometimes you pause a little bit too much, but then when you, as a result, kids should have cell phones. Sometimes when you're putting those ideas together, you say them a little too quickly, and it becomes difficult for me to understand what you're saying. So you got to be patient. As a result, kids should have cell phones because they are convenient and bring peace of mind. So you have to make sure you're pronouncing all of those words, you're pausing appropriately, and it makes it easier for your audience to understand you. Okay, so now let's take a look at your score. Excuse me. I'm going to put you right around 1.83 out of 4, 14 points out of 30 on this practice test. All right? There we go. So I just graded one speaking practice test. Whew, that took a long time. Just one. Crap, I got like 10 more. Okay, where was I? I was eating. Let me get back to eating. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to do more grading practice in a minute, but still, my stomach is calling for this. Do you guys know the vocabulary word for that? And don't say orange. Anybody? If you know the vocabulary word for this, type it in the chat. Right here. This is a tangerine. That's it. Exactly what it is. You asked a question, do you have the Shiva Rathri Festival celebration? Is going on all over the world? Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. I'm just in here in my office grading papers, I'll be honest with you, so I have no idea. Got one more. I'm so sad. This is the last one right here. Adam Stone, wow. How you doing, buddy? So did you know that TOEFL teachers have to eat? Just like everybody else. Adam Stone, buddy. Okay, let's go back. I got to go back to my email here. Okay, so I need to get more speaking practice tests here to grade, right? See what we have. Okay. Now, you guys can make comments, and sometimes it takes me a while to get to your comments, because remember that I'm all over my computer. I'm reading emails, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Right now, I'm going into speaking. Okay, we have speaking practice. Okay, so here we go. This is speaking practice number 19 by one of my students. Okay, let me talk to this guy. Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Mohammed, and I'm going to listen to your independent speaking practice test number 19. Here we go.
In choosing between a reliable, humorous, and intelligent person, I would choose a reliable person, because the reliability is the main block in any relationship, and it would have a strong impact to our relationship future.
Okay, so that's the introduction. So it took you 15 seconds, which is a little bit long, but you do have structure. Now, there's something you said I wasn't sure.
Because the reliability is the main block in any relationship, and it would have...
It's the main lock? Or do you mean the main ingredient? It's the main thing? It's the main attribute? So the word I think that you used maybe wasn't the best word there.
A strong impact to our relationship future. First of all, I would choose a reliable person because the reliability is the main block in any relationship. To illustrate, I could count on my friend on difficult situations, and I would trust him in every aspect of our relationship. Secondly,
And then you say, well, I could count on him if he or she is reliable. Right? See, I would use maybe a dependent clause to show the connection between counting on the person and the person's reliability.
it would have a strong impact to our relationship future.
I'd say a strong impact on our relationship's future.
I don't want to complete a relationship with a person who is disloyal and untrustworthy, and for those two reasons I would choose a reliable person.
Okay, so which characteristic is most important in a friend? That's the question. Let me listen to the whole thing again without stopping.
In choosing between a reliable, humorous, and intelligent person, I would choose a reliable person, because the reliability is the main block in any relationship, and it would have a strong impact to our relationship future. First of all, I would choose a reliable person because the reliability is the main block in any relationship.
That word, you said it twice now. I still cannot figure exactly what that word is. It's killing your speaking, so you're not pronouncing something clearly. I can't even use a context to figure out what you're trying to say.
I could count on my friend on difficult situations, and I would trust him in every aspect of our relationship.
Okay.
Secondly, it would have a strong impact to our relationship future.
If my friend's reliable, it will have a strong impact.
I don't want to complete a relationship
We can say a reliable friend will have a strong impact on our relationship. So don't just use it. Make sure you repeat some of the key words from the speaking
a
process.
person who is disloyal and untrustworthy, and for those two reasons I would choose a reliable person.
All right, so on this one, I think you had some language use issues and some delivery issues. The delivery issue was that word look or lock or whatever that word was. I couldn't quite figure it out. That's enough to really destroy your response there. You had some minor language use issues, for example, to have an impact on, not impact to, and I also gave you some topic development suggestions. So in this one, I'm going to put you at 2.83 out of 4, 22 points out of 30 on this practice test. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send this guy a quick email so he gets my comments. I don't know, the guy that you just heard, he needs 24 in the speaking, and he's not quite there yet. He's close, but not quite yet. So I'm trying to help him get past a few more issues, some pronunciation issues, also some language issues, and he's a lot better than he used to be, I'm telling you. So he's almost there, and it's taken him about 3 months to get to where he is now. Maybe another month, he should be able to get over, I think, 24 on the speaking. That would be my opinion. Okay, let me go ahead and send him a message. I'm going to send him a message. Somebody just sent me a text message. Did you guys hear that? Okay, we got that. Let's keep going. Oh, Jesus Lopez, good job, buddy. I see your comments. You say, I've taken my TOEFL again. I felt more confident. Thanks, Michael. Hope I get a better score. I hope so, too. Yes, I hope so. Now remember, when you're writing there, instead of saying I have taken, I would say I took my TOEFL test again, because you did that in the past, right? So it's an action that has a beginning and end. So I think the past tense is better than the simple past in that case. Okay, let me go back to grading. This is my phone. You believe that? Okay, here's the next student. We talk to this guy. Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Sri Vishnu, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass a TOEFL IBT. And you did integrated speaking practice. Looks like number 2. All right, so let's see what you did.
Both reading and listening passage describes about the effects of internet. The reading claims that internet can affect other people very badly. For example, adults and kids.
Okay, the word for example. Example. Oh.
Will have unlimited access to websites like pornography, and this will affect the app unlimited access to websites like pornography,
I'm going to say pornography, so stress is on that third to the last syllable, pornography.
and this will affect them in a negative way. However, the speaker claims that internet can have a positive effect on civilization.
Now, I like, Shri, your use of the word however. That was a very good transition word because you're showing how the information in the lecture is in direct contrast to the information in the reading. So very good choice of transition
He says
words.
that a bicycle company in Japan can start an e-commerce website through which other nationality can buy the product online. This will help to increase their profit. Thus, it will help in economic benefit. The second example.
Now, as you move to that second point, you might say, however, the speaker believes the internet has positive economic and educational benefits to users.
That the speaker gives is of an educational benefit in which he says that students.
In which, he says, in which, very advanced grammar, Shri. I love that. So you're using some dependent clauses in there. You're showing you have some knowledge of what's called complex sentence styles.
Who are learning music can learn through internet, thus increase their knowledge by seeing and doing things.
Okay.
Reading and listening.
Okay, so what do we got? Let me listen to it one more time. I'm going to try not to stop it. I just want to listen to it, and then I'm going to give you a score.
Both reading and listening passage describes about the effects of internet. The reading claims that internet can affect the people very badly. For example, adults and kids will have unlimited access to websites like pornography, and this will affect them in a negative way. However, the speaker claims that internet can have a positive effect on civilization. He says that a bicycle company in Japan can start an e-commerce website through which other nationality can buy the product online. This
through which
will help to increase their profit. Thus, it will help in economic benefit. The second example that the speaker gives is of an educational benefit in which he says.
You see the word give, gives, not gives, but gives.
That students who are learning music can learn through internet, thus increase their knowledge by seeing and doing things.
I would say maybe which increases their knowledge by seeing and doing things. So I consider that probably a language use issue. So which increases their knowledge. Yeah, the question is, overall, you definitely have a very good organization, there's no doubt. You explained the most important points from the reading and the listening passage, and very good control, Shri, of your grammar, especially in the sense that you're using a lot of complex structures. You maybe have one or two issues with language use. I think you were very organized from a topic development standpoint. Delivery, I'd like you to go to, I think it's Speak Clearly lesson number 11, the I, the meet. Those two vowel sounds I'd like you to review in my website to get a little bit more used to pronouncing those. You're over 3. The question is, can you get a 4 on this? I think it's possible, but some of your issues, I think I'm going to put you at 23 to 24 points out of 30, 3.0 to 3.1 out of 4. So some minor language use issues, some delivery issues maybe, might cause it to score below 4. All right? Okay, thank you. Let me go ahead and email this student. Can we go to my next one here in a minute? Okay, I just sent an email to that student, so she's going to get my comments. Yeah, good question. Shrikant is asking Jesus Lopez, when you took the TOEFL, I would say here, what was your independent speaking questions, including the paired choice? Interesting. Okay, I think we're good here. So let's go back to email. Here we go. Okay, this guy that we're going to hear right now, this is a sad story. This is one of my students right now. So he worked super hard. He got 24 points in the TOEFL. He retook the exam, got exactly the same score in the speaking, 24. So I'm doing, 110% of my best to help him get better. Okay, let me talk to him. Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Cowan, and how you doing, buddy? And you just sent me independent speaking practice test number 68. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. Let's see what we have here.
I think that political figures have more important role in society than religious figures because the politicians have great influence on people's lives and they have the power of change. First of all, political figures have the ability to affect people's lives by legislating rules.
You're putting the magic back in your voice on this one, so I like that. Before, you're almost like a beaten man. Your tone was not good, but you're back. You're back again. So you got to make sure every practice test you do your best. And I like the natural sounding tone in this one.
Laws that have direct effects on society politically and economically. In addition to that, politicians have important roles because they have the authority or ability to change, while the religious figure have more spiritual effects on.
Let's see, while religious figures, and make that plural, right? So we know you're talking about a plural noun.
People. Take gay marriage legislation that happened last year, which has affected millions of people, has been enacted by politicians, not by religious figures.
That's a good example to illustrate your point.
Have more spiritual effects on people. Take gay marriage legislation that happened last.
Now, if you say take gay marriage legislation, for example, which has, so I would use that word for example or for instance in there somewhere, so we know that you're introducing a more specific idea.
This year, which has affected millions of people, has been enacted by politicians, not by religious figures.
Okay, so I think overall it was a good response, very good delivery. You were comfortable, you were varying your intonation, you had good pacing, and you were pronouncing, I think, the sounds and the letters and everything in the words that you said. So good with delivery. Language use, I think one or two issues in there with the language use, maybe a little bit. I think you had a pretty good organization and you had some examples to support your points. So I'm going to put you at about 23 to 24 points out of 30 on this, maybe. I think it's possible you might be able to get a 4, but you could score a little lower because of the reasons I just talked about. Actually, I'm going to put you at 24 to 26 points on this one because I think it's probably a little bit better than the 23. All right? Thanks, Khalid. Okay, let me go ahead and send this message here. Okay, I'm just sending a message to that student. Okay, we got one more here. This is independent speaking practice test number 9. Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Dilly, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. I'm going to listen to your independent speaking practice test number 9.
I prefer to study in the morning times because most of the professors who have been teaching in the morning are luminary and highly experienced. Another is a job. First of all, I can study better from the luminary and...
Okay, now wait a minute. You're speaking more clearly in this one. Wow. I like it. You're making some improvements here. Let's listen to the beginnings. You're talking about when is the optimal time for you to take classes.
I want to prefer to study in the morning times because most of the professors who have been teaching in the morning are luminary and highly experienced. Another is a job. First of all, I can study better from the luminary and highly experienced professor. They have been...
Let me say, if I take classes in the morning, I can study with these highly experienced professors.
Teaching to my colleagues for 30 years. They have experience how to deal and how to manage the students with the different race and different mental status. Another reason is a job availability in my hometowns. In the daytimes, there are large number of...
You say another reason, say, I also like to take classes in the morning because...
available. But in the morning, there is no any job. So I would like to study in the morning class. I want to prefer to...
Okay, so on this one, you're doing better with your delivery, honestly. It's still not perfect, and it's not as good as it needs to be, but I do feel like you're making improvements. So whatever you did over the last week, do more of that. I'm not sure what you've been doing, right? I know you're using my course, but I'm telling you that you did something which was good, which is helping you. So keep doing that. Topic development at times, it isn't clear sometimes how what you say is connected to the purpose of the speaking task. So Dilly, I'd like you to take a look at speaking, lesson number 7. It talks about how to make your speaking more coherent. So I'd like you to take a look at that lesson. Okay, overall, so delivery, you're still having some problems there, so keep working in the pronunciation area of my course. That's going to be important. I'm going to put you at about 2.0 out of 4, 15 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. All right? Send him a quick email. So you guys at YouTube, you're getting some examples. You had one guy who's scoring around 24 to 26, right? You just listen to this guy. This guy's about maybe 15 points out of 30. So you're getting a variety of speaking abilities, right? You can kind of see which ones are higher, which ones are lower. Let me send him a quick message. Send him a quick email, and we keep going. Dilly, you're here. Did you get my comments? All right, wow. Good to hear from you, buddy. Now, I hope you guys aren't staying up really late at night, remember, sleep, diet, exercise, the big three. This helps you make the most of your TOEFL study on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so I had somebody asking me some grammar questions here, so let's deal with this right now. So I'm going to do this one next. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is going to be a headache. Whenever this guy asks me a grammar question, I'm telling you, my head is about to blow up. And I think it might on this one, but let's look at it, see what he says. Okay, so, Raphael, how's it going, buddy? You got to let me know how you do when you take the TOEFL test. I'm interested to hear about your score, okay? So you say, I'm about to take the TOEFL, and in the writing section I have a common doubt. In this sentence, moreover, she points out that since these sensors pack the cars together, the accidents will involve more cars, causing worse accidents. You say, in part, causing worse accidents. Is this an adverb or is it an adjective clause? It's a reduced adjective clause is what it is. So I'm going to say it's an adjective phrase, Raphael, because you could say this. Maybe something like that. Now, the main thing is, if you want to try to understand this, we have to kind of separate it out. So we will say this. Moreover, she points out that since these sensors pack the cars together, the accidents will involve more cars. You could say this. But we're not trying to repeat it like that, but if you looked at it kind of like this, here, hold on a minute. It might look like that. So she points out that since these sensors pack the cars together, the accidents will involve more cars. Involving more cars will cause worse accidents. Then we have the accidents will involve more cars, which will cause worse accidents. You could say it that way, or you can say it like you said, causing worse accidents. So I look at this grammar as a reduced adjective clause with active meaning. And I would use, I think it's correct here to use the comma, because when you're saying causing worse accidents, it's giving additional information, really. So I think it's it's like you're commenting on the idea of the sentence. So I think because it's additional information, I would use here a comma. All right, so those are my comments to you. All right, I think that's it. Now I'm going to go ahead and send him a quick email. Send him a message. Let me tell him where to go here. How long we've been in? Wow, he's got to go to about 60 minutes into the video. Okay, we keep going. Okay, I just sent him an email. Okay, I think that's just about it. Okay, got an email from somebody. Okay, I'll have to answer this one after I come back from class. I got class in about 15 minutes. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I think I better go to class now. I'll catch up with you guys. I'll probably come back in about an hour, do another live stream, do more grading. Over and out. See you guys later.